Did the section Bach after Bach, we started with the idea that it would commence with his sons, W.F. Bach, C.P.E. Bach, who perhaps were flying the flag or holding the torch for their father's work. And then we know that there was a little hiatus before Mendelssohn and the Matthew Passion performances of 1829, even though Mozart and Beethoven had both arranged Bach, and Gluck also. Our idea was perhaps then to end with Courtag or Arvo Pärt, and some of the modern masters in the serious classical world. But then it occurred to me that nobody had ever really had a serious look at the way that Bach had influenced other genres, and in particular jazz. And there's something about Bach's music that appeals to jazz musicians, and they've talked about it over many years in a way that other music doesn't, even Baroque music. There's obviously the melody and the driving rhythms and the sense of improvisation that you get from a continuo part being rather similar to an improvisation in the middle of a jazz track. But all those things are common to Baroque music, so why Bach as opposed to Vivaldi or Handel? And I think that the answer lies in Bach's extraordinary counterpoint and his voice leading, the way he could write both vertically and horizontally and make lines and parts meld together. And this is something that fascinates jazz musicians who do a lot of that kind of voice leading within their, particularly the keyboard players.
I think my experience of being involved in putting together this extraordinarily rich range of music is, of course, you can't do better than Bach. We have every note that Bach wrote in Bach333, but there is something absolutely wonderful in the perspective and the tribute that the work of other composers in the years since Bach's death in 1750 gives to this music. So we are celebrating in Bach333 the years since 1685, 333 years ago, both Bach's own extraordinary, unique output and what we, his successors, have made of it. And that is an amazing legacy.